Hi everyone, this is Gleb Bakhmutov. Recently, I looked at a problem. I have so many presentations that I made at slides.com, which is Reveal.js engine, that I cannot find anything. So I decided, can I scrape the slides and maybe send the results into Algolia so I can use Algolia text search? So that's what I've done. I took this presentation, right, that shows book quotes. Let me show to you. It has a couple of slides with famous book quotes, mostly openings of famous books, and I scrape them. And I describe the whole process in this blog post that I will link in the description of this video. I open source my code, and you can see the scraping in action yourself. You can see that it goes for each slide, for each column, and it actually grabs the records in each slide. You can see those 1 record, 4 records found. All the code is in this GitHub repository for scraping a single presentation or multiple presentations and uploading them to Algolia. Even if you don't have Algolia, you can still scrape like it shows right here, and it saves the files. For example, the book quotes, everything that is found on each slide is shown here. Algolia uses different levels of information, so H1 or presentation title would be level 0, then the slide deck description, then the heading 1, heading 2, and so on, all the way to the content. From these records, we can make Algolia records, where we have to put this information into a hierarchy, maybe assign object IDs, give additional tags so we can, for example, override the records later if we scrape the same presentation and want to replace it. The code is straightforward, I want to say, not really obviously, but I've described how I, for example, browse recursively all the slides in the presentation in another video. Again, I'll link it in the description for this video. One rule of thumb, once I scrape the deck, I actually save the JSON that I've shown just now into a file using write file. So then later I can inspect the records and see maybe it scraped things incorrectly, maybe it transformed the records incorrectly, so I can debug the problems. Finally, the result of scraping my Cypress.io related presentations is at my website, cypress.tips/search. Right now I have several searches. You can search all my blog posts, for example, I don't know, intercept, right? You can search my examples like, click, for example, or a list of items. And this is the new thing, search across my presentations, for example, code coverage, right? And you immediately will go to this slide by clicking on the result, right? It goes to the right link. That's it. So read the blog post, look for the code, and if you have any questions, hit me up.